All right. Why would I drag Sakurai away? Man, F Sakurai, dude.
行くぞ、かすみ。
I grabbed Kasumi by the wrist.
ちょっと待ってよ。
Nah, there's no hold on. I forcefully dragged her away, ignoring Sakurai's sarcasm-laden sigh in the background. For the time being, I couldn't let them be around each other.
レン、痛いってば。
Look. I'm not gonna be trolled by that woman,
なん
okay?
なのよ、いきなり。あんた変っていうか、ちょっと聞いてるの？ もう、レンタラ。痛い、話して。
悪い。
I realized I'd been unconsciously gripping Kasumi's arm without any restraint. Kendo champion or not, she was still a woman. I couldn't be rough to her. What the hell was that?
レン。
なんでもない。
Did you just get the urge to cut off her neck? I mean, cut off her head? Please tell me that's not the urge that you just got, dude. I couldn't tell if the cause was yesterday's training or the fact that both Sakurai and I were alike in a way, but the craving I'd barely felt around her came back in full force the moment Kasumi showed up.
桜井さんと何話してたの？
どこから聞いてた？
それは別にケーキ屋さんがどうとか、桜井さんが他の人と仲良くしたらレンが怒るとか。
So, only the last bit. Okay. That made me heave a mental sigh of relief.
あのさ。
What is it? Before she could break into any sort of argument, I lifted a hand to
悪い
silence
けど
her.
かすみ。ちょっと一人にしてくれ。ごめんな。
And with that, I hastily passed through the gate. I knew how much it pained Kasumi to be left out of the loop, but what else was I supposed to do? I took this dangerous power from her along with all those painful memories because I wanted her to lead a peaceful life as an everyday high school student. Right, okay. My top priority right now was to master formation as soon as possible. Sakurai's evasiveness aside, it was clear as day that I'd have about a snowball's chance in hell to fend off Rizulka and Will otherwise. And so the school day drew to a close. Today was only a half day due to it being Saturday. I skipped all my classes and sat around the roof pondering what to do next. As the school was an electrical ground, it would probably be best for me to stay here as much as possible. Hell, maybe I'd even go as far as to spending the night here. I figured today might very well be the day I did that. I had stuff to take care of anyway. I closed my eyes and focused, trying to practice what I did in the classroom the other night, activating my Adanurbe. I had repeated the process hundreds and hundreds of times since early morning. My eyes slowly fluttered open. I had been at it for over 5 hours now, but I still couldn't control it all that well. My power was omnidirectional, which meant that unless I had a firm grip on the reins, I'd never be free from the risk of recklessly slicing up friend and foe alike. In all honesty, this hardly felt like a power suited for protecting others. The way it was prone to indiscriminately harming everything and everyone in its vicinity made it seem more like a wild animal gone berserk. I took a deep breath and reached out with my right hand, focusing on everything from my right shoulder to my fingertips and even beyond that, picturing something flying out of it. That something was the blade of a guillotine. Having experienced numerous decapitations in that dreamscape ever since I'd been discharged from the hospital, its sheer prowess had long since seeped into the very crevices of my being. As such, I could replicate its sharpness with relative ease. The problem, as I'd previously implied, lay in controlling it. On that front, Kasumi did a better job than me. Back then, I viewed her attacks as nothing more than a haphazardly released series of slashes, but forcing this thing to properly hit its targets was no trivial feat. I wasn't praising her for such a deed, nor did I want to, but if I was to be honest, being able to aim all her slashes directly at my neck without fail stood testament to a certain level of skill. Hard to tell if it was her kendo experience or single-minded personality at work there, though. At any rate, for a slacker like me who had yet to put serious effort into anything in life, it felt like a bit of a tough assignment to tackle, as in it wasn't going well at all. Much like right now. Despite aiming for the empty can sitting lonely on the bench, I ended up slicing up the wire mesh a good 3 meters away from it. I sucked at this. Big time. More tired than exasperated. I ended up throwing myself spread eagle onto the ground. I had the time neither to slack off nor sulk, but I wasn't going to get anywhere at this rate. I needed a more effective way to train, and I needed it now. If I kept this up, I'd just end up pointlessly destroying school property without any results to show for it. Sakurai claimed that grasping and giving it form was key, which made me consider sketching it down, but I felt that would to be kinda off the mark. What I'd likely need is a way to crystallize the aggression within me. What the hell was the logic behind having a guy with a fear of blades materialize a guillotine? Hell, why even me of all people? Take Marie, for example. What exactly was her deal? Judging from the vague memories I had of that dream, I got the feeling she was talking something about fate or predestination. I could say for sure I didn't know any French people, nor had I ever visited the country. I couldn't imagine the two of us having any kind of predestined relationship. But there was one thing I knew for a fact. I gently placed a finger on my neck. The makeup I applied to the skin... Wait, what? The makeup I applied to the skin may have concealed it nicely, but Marie's decapitation scar was still definitely there. In life, she must have been executed with a guillotine. She didn't give me the impression of a sinner or a criminal, but then again, the 18th century was the heyday of civil revolutions and witch trials. Plenty of people must have died for crimes they never committed. Then perhaps the true nature of this power came in the form of the grudges and regrets of her past life, which would certainly explain her indiscriminate urge to destroy everything in her path. On the other hand, I couldn't sense the faintest hint of malice from Marie herself. Ananurbe devoured souls, growing stronger with each kill. Upon fusing with beings like that, resisting the urge to kill felt the height of stupidity. Sakurai went so far as to call it suicide. In short, unless it supplied it with constant sacrifices, it would eat away at my own soul until I died. So the total shock I had at the moment were the 10 or so people Kasumi had killed. It sure didn't sound like a lot. I was likely going to use them all up the moment what fighting broke out for what? Whatever. With that said, using the souls of innocent people as fuels for my purposes was out of the question. I wouldn't do it. My best bet was to try and beat the first enemy with only my soul. Then I could just absorb and keep using the souls of my defeated enemies afterwards, which sounded kinda... No, it actually sounded pretty much nigh impossible. At any rate, the problem was picking a first opponent. According to Sakurai, I was up against 12 others. Considering I'd eventually have to face them all, logic would dictate that I started with the weakest. Not necessarily the most solid plan in terms of absorbing souls, but nothing good would come of overstepping my bounds either. Well, the thing is, who's the weakest? Then who should I aim my sights on? Will was a powerhouse. Rizoko, a complete enigma. As for Sakurai, more than anything, she was tough to deal with. Then there was that Spine guy, whom I knew nothing about. Seeing how I'd yet to actually meet him, I wondered how strong of an opponent he'd be. Wait, what the hell was I even thinking? I couldn't count my chickens before they hatched. Taking on someone, let alone defeating them in my current state, I felt baffled by my own stupidity. In the end, I had to keep my sights locked on what I could accomplish at the moment. I sat down cross-legged, once again focusing my attention on destroying school property. At least the door was locked, so I didn't need to worry about a stray attack mowing down Himuro in case she happened to show up out of the blue. And just like that, 4.5 hours passed. Yay! I'd been relentlessly practicing until sunset, but I wasn't seeing the results I wanted. Maybe I just lacked the necessary talent. Or the necessary guidance or something, maybe. I didn't particularly lament not having a talent for murder, but that in itself was little consolation given my current situation. I felt genuinely frustrated. If I was going to spend the night at school, I first needed to make the necessary preparations, like food, to name just one. I stood up and left the roof, with no progress to show for my efforts, save for the fact that the urges within me appeared to recede a bit. No doubt because I spent half the day slicing things up. So even if I left school, I doubted I would attack civilians out of nowhere. That, if nothing else, made continuing on with this pathetic training regimen worth it. And yet... You were waiting for me, weren't you? Kasumi, why was she here? That's... I couldn't tell her no matter what. I couldn't allow her to remember that incident, and I wasn't gonna let her get involved with my current predicament either. In which case, bye. And she's gonna get fed up. I'm pretty sure she's already fed up with this. Kasumi grabbed a hold of my arm to stop me as I tried to turn around, however. What? She let go of me in surprise, like she just touched red hot coals? What? Could she have noticed something? My chest ached from the look she gave me, one of bafflement mixed with a twinge of trepidation. Did she see the scar? I had to lie to her. What was I supposed to do about her, though? Quite frankly, I couldn't afford to focus on this right now. But she was clearly not the type to back down due to being continuously ignored. If anything, it might have been more dangerous to let her wander around aimlessly with no sense of impending danger. In which case, I needed something, anything, that would make her back off without revealing the truth. Something that would convince her. Was there anything that would get through to her?
ねえレン、私は役に立てないのかな。
Dude, did you not remember the last time or whatever, what she was saying, that she felt useless, so she felt like she was doing that for you and all that other jargon and crap? Now, you know she has, like, need issues. So, like, could you not make her feel like a useless piece of crap? I mean, not that I'm saying that she is a piece of crap, but that's how she's, like, feels. Like, she feels completely useless. She said the same thing that night.
あんまり干渉されたがらないっていうか、そういうところがあるの本とかで知ってるけど、なんかこういてもいなくても関係ないみたいなつまんない気持ちになっちゃうよ。
This was a bit of an awkward dilemma. I mean, even I knew girls had a part of them like that, and Kasumi was a girl too.
でもほら、私体育会系じゃない？説明してくれれば割とあっさり納得しちゃうかもしれないよ。こんな風によくわからないまま避けられるのは見えなくて変な感じ。だから。
She must have felt irritated by my constant lack of answers and tried her best to recklessly struggle due to not seeing the whole picture. In a way, those feelings of her, I'll bet on a different scale, resembled the way I felt about Sakurai. I understood that and knew I couldn't just shrug this off. Hell, considering Kasumi's honest, clear-cut personality, the problem was likely more pronounced in her case.
空気読んでないのはわかるけど、やっぱりこんなんじゃ寂しいよ。
Kasumi's words made the events of that fateful night drift back to the forefront of my mind. Those very same feelings of her ended up causing her all that pain. I needed to deal with this in a clever way to make sure she would never go through a nightmare like that again. If I couldn't tell her the truth, the least I could do was fabricate a convincing enough lie. An obvious lie, or continued attempts at ignoring her, to the point of looking unnatural, would be like telling her to pry further, ultimately achieving the opposite effect. I needed to think, was there nothing else I could use? I couldn't delay this issue, I had to get it over with right away. So, what would make her stop needlessly worrying about me while also keeping her away? I don't have any bright ideas, so that's up to you, bro. Momentarily averting my gaze from the suspicious Kasumi, I took a great deep breath. Are you gonna say you're going out with Sakurai? By the time I looked her in the eye, my lips had curled into a wry smile. Would this really work? Are you gonna say you're dating Sakurai? Oh my gosh! Come on! I knew it! I knew he was gonna say that! Oh my gosh! Huh?
だからお前と一緒にいるのはあんまり良くない。
ちょっと待ってよ。
Not the most pleasant thing I could have come up with, but I had no other choice. Hopefully what happened this morning would help in convincing her. Dude, really? Really now?
何？桜井さんって桜井さん？
If this makes the situation worse, now she's gonna interrogate you how this happened, right?
どこの桜井がいるんだよ。
でもさ、
あいつめちゃくちゃ嫉妬深いんだよ。俺が他の女と話してるだけですごい怒る。
She's the insanely jealous type. Gets real pissed off if I so much as talk to another girl. Okay. Alright.
そうなの？
そうだからお前とかもろにヤバい。朝だって俺が引き離さなかったらどうなってたか想像するのも恐ろしいよ。あの時のあいつの目、人を殺せる目だったろ。
I can imagine her standing behind like that, one of these like school pillars or whatever back there. I can imagine her standing behind that gate just listening to this conversation and laughing her ass off. Kasumi gave me a panicked look as if the very thought of what I told her sent a chill down her spine. I wasn't lying though. I could totally see Sakura going on an actual rampage. Trying to do my best impression of a troubled boyfriend, I went on.
お前が隣に住んでるって知られた時とか大変だった。その上壁に穴が開いてるとかまでバレたらどうなるかわからない。だから塞いだんだけど。なんか話しがたくてな。そういうわけなんだけど、納得したか？
でも全然そんな感じなかったじゃない。だいたい子供じゃないんだからなんで内緒にする必要が。
あいつ照れ屋なんだよ。あとなんていうか秘密の共有、そういうのがこう絆を深くするんだとかなんとか。お前そういうのわかるか？
いや私だったら次の日に速攻で言いふらして回ると思うけど嬉しいし。そんなことはどうでもよくて、それ本当なの
Yeah, I'm being completely serious. Yeah, I'm dating Kei Sakura. Yay! That crazy ass bitch.
嘘じゃない。
なんで間が空くのよ。
恥ずかしくてな。
I got shivers from what I just said. It might have been a random excuse I came up. What? It might have been a random excuse I came up in. Alright, I came up with in the heat of the moment, but was that really something I wanted her to think? But, well, in for a penny, in for a pound. If I lost my cool and ended up feeding her a jumble of fact and fiction, she might begin to see the holes in my story. If I were to play my cards right, I'd have to.
そういうことだけど、質問はあるか？
Do you have Sakurai's number or something? This would be my chance to alleviate her suspicions and explain anything that would sound odd to her.
じゃあさ、いつから付き合ってたの？
Why don't you just pick the day where you guys were at night together?
3日前だけど、そうなるまでの準備期間も入れると1週間くらいか。
それだと桜井さんが転校してきてすぐじゃない。どんな一目惚れなのよ。っていうかどっちから告白したのよ。
どっちからともなく。
What the hell? It's so ridiculous, it sounds right. It's so ridiculous, it sounds accurate.
何それ？
Say what? What do you mean? How are you going out if none of you two confessed?
だからなんとなくっていう
Oh,
か。
how do I put it? She's like pretty, you know. As a guy, even I notice that kind of
まあ
thing.
その
Well,
チラチラ見てたら目が合うこととか多くてな。
we kept giving each other glances. This is the weirdest relationship start I've ever heard in my life. We kept looking at each other, so we started dating. What?
話すようになって好きになってしまったと。
Yeah, sure, yes, that, right, yes, 100%.
好きになってしまったと。
I wouldn't say in love, but you know, we're just mutually together for non-beneficial reasons at the moment. Well, actually, it is beneficial reasons, but that's besides the point
ベ
right
タ
now.
ベタのベタベタに惚れてイチャラぶってしまったと。
What? What are you talking about, woman?
いや、そんなことはないぞ。
はっきりしなさい。
Can you stop being so nosy? Look, I already explained to you that we're dating, alright? That should be enough. Now stay away from me.
なんで怒るんだよ。
それは同じ女としてそういう態度はいかんのじゃないかと思うのですよ。
That wasn't the way you should be treating her? Wait, look! You were the one hiding behind a freaking telephone pole following me, woman! Don't talk to me about how I shouldn't. Oh my gosh. Don't tell me how I should or should not treat my woman who isn't my woman, okay?
だいたいあんた付き合ってるならなんで今一人なのよ。一緒に登下校とか基本じゃない。
And now, what? Kasumi, go
そり
away!
ゃまあちょっと喧嘩したし。
朝のこと？
Dude, I wish this was like Mass Effect and I could choose things to say to her, because then that would make this so much more interesting. Because right now I'd be like, well, you know, when I dragged you off with me, you know, she hasn't talked to me since I dragged you off with me. Yo, so that was the fight.
そうかな。多分。
ちゃんとフォローした？
Yeah.
いや、
うわこいつダメだよ。恋愛方向音痴だよ。
I know you're not talking! Excuse me? Because you know how to handle relationships, right? This is coming from a person that was stalking me hiding behind a freaking telephone pole. I don't want to hear that from you.
お前に言われたくねえよ。
Exactly, I don't want to hear that from you.
私のことはどうでもいいでしょ。
Please do not give me advice. Please, I beg of you. You're the last person I want advice from.
だから。
I was the one who came up with this nonsensical story, but I was about fed up with discussing it any further at this
と
point.
にかくそういうわけでもういいだろう。フォローしろって言うなら今からするし、お前は早く家に帰れ。
フォローって桜井さんの家に行くの？
Oh, you are so nosy!
いや、電話かな。
あのね、ダメだよ。そういうのは直接会ってやらないと意味ない。顔が見えないと通じないことって多いんだからね。
Oh my gosh. Not only are you nosy, but now you're trying to influence me into doing things that you think is right.
それ
Great.
に明日土曜だよ。3日前からって言うんなら付き合い始めて最初の週末になるんだよ。
I don't
そう
believe
いうのを
this.
大事にしないとダメだってば。
Am I really gonna end up dating Sakurai because of this now?
そうは言うがな。
I actually had no idea where Sakurai lived. All I had was her text address. If this kept up, Kasumi was gonna figure out I was full of shit.
まあ分かった。分かったからお前はもう帰れ。言っただろ。あいつ世話焼いてくれるのは嬉しいけど、今が大事な時期だって言うなら、俺たちの問題は俺たちで片付けるよ。それが。
None of that was actually a lie. That's how I truly felt.
まあ確かにそうだよね。じゃあ整理するけど、レンは桜井さんと付き合ってて、彼女がやきもち焼きだから信頼関係が盤石になるまで私を含めた他の女の子とは距離を置きたいと。
Yes, that. Yes, you're so smart, Kasumi. You're. Ah. I'm so grateful to have a friend like you. You're so smart. You're so smart. You're so adorable.
そう。
分かった。じゃあ好きって言って。
は？
Someone kill me, please.
桜井さんが好きだから付き合ってんでしょ。だったら今ここでその気持ちを口にして。
Why do I need to say I love her in front of you? What is wrong with you? What the hell?
なんで？
なんででもそれ聞いたら諦める。
何よ。
ああもううっさいなこの男。あんた鈍いふりばっかりか。
What? Excuse me? I know you didn't just call me thick-headed. You are the most stubborn, thick-headed person on the planet Earth.
ほらほらほら、 恥ずかしがらず大きな声で世界の中心的に叫ぶ愛をラブをリビドー。
What is wrong with you? Come on, come now, don't be shy. Just take a deep breath and shout your love and libido at the heart of the world. What the hell is wrong with you, woman?
最後の違うだろ
I don't think libido is the word you should be or were
違
looking
わ
for.
ないもん。年頃の男の子と女の子だもん。やること他にないんだもん。
I don't believe this. Urge to punch
あ
rising.
れいいのかな。そんなことで彼女を大事にできるのかな。お姉さんは心配だな。
勝手に言ってろ
ああもうそうやってすぐ逃げる。
But it looked like I succeeded in tricking her for the time being. Though it led to an odd misunderstanding, Sakurai would be out of the picture for now. Once I accomplished my goal, Kasumi labeling me a good-for-nothing boyfriend was a small price to pay for that. She continued yammering on about some nonsense next to me, but at least she seemed to have been convinced. All I had left to do was wait for the right time to tell her I was going to Sakurai's place. If I did that, she'd probably head home, no questions asked. Plus, I could stay at the school all weekend without her getting suspicious. Well, it was sickening to consider, but I'd tell her I made up with Sakurai and the two of us went on a date. So,
ところでやっぱり二人の時はケリーとか呼び捨てにしちゃってたりするんすか。だな。
you have issues, woman. Kasumi, you really do have problems. Seeing her act this silly for the first time in ages made me feel somewhat relieved. I'd also forgotten the ache in my neck, not to mention my urge to hurt others had receded. One could say I finally had my first moment of genuine repose in quite a while. And due to that, I was too late in noticing a certain presence passing me by in the warm sunset, exuding a positively frigid aura.
どうしてあなたもなかなか苦労人ですねサラトゥストロ
What the hell are you doing here, dude? Speedy! That
ど
voice.
うしたの急に。
That voice. By the time I turned around, the presence was gone, and I could have sworn it was him. Spine. My heart rate intensified along with my breathing. The calm lake surface of my heart had been upset by a violent ripple in the blink of an eye. This was bad, really bad, at this rate. Kasumi, get out of here.
何を。
悪いけどお前今からすぐ帰れ
いやそりゃ帰るけど。
俺は用事ができた
用事って桜井さんに会いに行くの。
ああちょっとなあいつ怖いから早く機嫌取らないとやばいことになるだからお前は
分かったよ。さすがに私もそこまでは野暮じゃないし。
Alright, stop talking and leave immediately.
じゃあ帰るね。レンちゃんと仲良くしないとダメだよ。
Yeah. Alright, got it,
分
got
かっ
it.
てる
ほんとかな。ぶきらぼうだしな。でもあれだね。そんなに真剣になるなんて本当に桜井さんのことが好きなんだね。
Yeah, hi, got it. Yeah, I love her to death. Now, can you please leave before a fight breaks out, please?
なんかちょっと羨ましいな。何言ってんだろう私。じゃあレン。
ああ気をつけて帰れよ
And with that, Kasumi left. It was a Saturday afternoon with plenty of people out and about, so I figured the coast would be clear. She'd be in no trouble at this rate. Alright, what next? The guy we ran into earlier must have been the same one from the intercom, Spine. If I was not mistaken, frankly put, he seemed like the kind of person I'd not want to associate with. A kind that observed others from afar with a sneer on their lips and could only view human emotions as a series of chemical reactions. The sort that found enjoyment in the suffering of others. Rizulka could be placed somewhere along that spectrum as well, but she was the kind to charge headfirst into the maelstrom of it all. By contrast, Spine would remain ever the spectator, sneering, manipulating, and observing from the sidelines. Like a spider tormenting the prey caught in its web. Wait, what had gotten into me? I started to sound like someone who knew him well, so I promptly put an end to that train of thought. Anyway, what would be my next course of action? Would I follow him or forget about it and head back to school? At any rate, ignoring a problem wouldn't get me closer to resolution. That much was obvious. I had no idea exactly what Spine had in mind, but it was no coincidence that his past crossed mine. Whether or not I would fight, that was another question. I'd go after him and figure out what he was really after. Is this a decision? My actions may have been either the result of recklessness stemming from a troubled mind or belligerence brought on by the effects of my Anerbe. Whatever the cause may have been, I ended up making a critical oversight, one that, at the time, I failed to take notice of. Oh boy. After searching for several hours, I was ultimately unable to find him. Exhausted, I ended up plopping myself down on the ground. What motive drove him to make contact with me? I might have learned a thing or two had I been able to tail him, but my efforts ended in complete failure. My only reward, an absurd anticlimax, and perhaps a bit of relief as well. Had I caught up to and fought him, I might not have been alive and breathing right now. I had yet to master formation and couldn't even use activation to my heart's content. Realistically speaking, engaging these freaks in battle in my current state would be entirely too reckless. With that in mind, I realized I most likely should have headed back to school. This way, all I ended up doing was waste precious time that could have been spent on training. Calm and rational thought left me in my most critical moment. Even though I considered myself to be a more level-headed than that, I truly was pathetic. At this point, I had no right to mock Kasumi for her stupidity when I wasn't any better myself, and as a result... Rhea! This is really random. Hello. I failed to notice Himuro staring at me with a quizzical expression. Hell, not even her voice registered in my brain. Whoa! Both of you here, huh? And she had company too.
別に今日は不意打ちの出会いが多い日だなと。
ん？不意打ち？最近の藤井君はちょっと感じ悪いの。だから深く考えちゃダメだよ、リザ。そうなの？でもよく見たら顔色が悪いわね。大丈夫？
ええ、それは一応。
とりあえず地面に座り込むとか不良っぽくて良くないと思うな。しかも制服着たままで。
What is that face she's giving me right now?
うちの学校のイメージが悪くなるのはもうすぐ卒業するものとしてちょっと嫌。
Is that right?
すみません。
Himuro's tone sounded more biting than usual. Maybe she was still holding a grudge for yesterday. She wasn't exactly wrong though, so I promptly dusted off my pants. Luckily, the scar on my neck no longer ached. The more peculiar thing, however, was the fact it vanished the moment these two showed up. Huh? Weird.
どうしたの？変な顔して。
いえ、特に何も。物騒でしょ。女の人だけで夜出歩くなんて。神父さんはどうしたんですか？
それはちょっとね。
You see, well, what?
あの人は今
He ran away. Got it. Huh?
だからどっか行っちゃった。昔からちょっといじめるとすぐに行方をくらますの。
Little do you know, he's a member of the Obsidian Round Table, and which the Round Table's whole name I refuse to pronounce, nor do I even remember the whole
だい
thing.
たいリザが
私は何もしてないわよ。まったくあの人ったら大きな体して
You would be
本当に疑い
very
弱いんだから。
surprised at how wrong you are.
せめてレアがもう少し優しくしてあげればよかったの
私のせいなの？
に。じゃあ私のせいなの？
つまり2人のせいってわけですね。
If I had to make an educated guess, he probably committed some kind of blunder again. I hadn't seen Father Trifo since then, but he bluntly put seemed all over the place. Must not have been easy
そ
living
こ
with
で
these
君
two.
はなんで同情しているような顔をするの？言っておくけど、あの人はかなり悪党だよ。
悪党？
Scoundrel, you say.
だからなんでそこで笑うの？
だってあの神父さんでしょ。悪党とか言われても。
I couldn't help but chuckle
ま
at the
あ
claim.
伊達に進歩をやっているわけじゃないから外面はいいけどね。
シスターも否定はしないんですか？
藤井君は人を見る目がない。
Alright, so tell me about Sakurai's character since you're an expert at it. She sounded sort of exasperated when she said that.
あの人と接するときはね、油断しちゃダメ。私が知ってる中で多分一番タチが悪い。
Do they have an
例
idea?
えるなら羊の皮をかぶった恐竜。
Do they have an idea about what he really does?
しかもティラノザウルス。
むしろサタン。
Yo.
かつ自覚がない。
Oh no, he's aware of it. Harsh words. I was starting to genuinely feel sorry
と
for the
か
guy.
そういう人だけど、あれはあれでいいところもあるからこうして探しているわけ。
そうですか。
私は別にどうでもいいけど。
あら、そうなの？私が放っておけば戻ってくるって言った時、無言でずっと睨んできたのは誰だったかしら？
誰だろうね、それ。
I don't know.
ねえ、聞いてくれないかしら藤井くん。この子ったら私が教会で待ってなさいって何回言っても黙ってついてこようとするのよ。ちょっとファザコン気味だと思わない？
Oedipus? What? What is this word? Hold on, I'm looking this up right now. Hold on, I gotta do this. What is it? Oedipus or something? Complex? Here we go. What does this mean? The complex of emotions aroused in a young child, typically around the age of 4, by an unconscious sexual desire for the parent of the opposites. What? And a wish to exclude the parent of the same sex? How could you say that about Raya,
思わ
dude?
ないよね。だってそんなことないんだから。
そこで同意を求められても。
I mean, it seemed almost like these two were boasting about the happy little family quarrel they just had. How I felt about it would be difficult to explain. I was glad they were all living in peace and
あのさ、
quiet,
先
but
輩。
何？
それからシスターも。
どうかした？
なんていうかな。さっきも言ったけど、物騒だから教会に戻りなよ。神父さんのことなら俺が探しておくから。
私たちだと物騒で藤井君なら大丈夫だっていう根拠は何？
I just have a hunch, you know?
だって
Yeah.
俺男だし。
そういうレディーファーストはあまり嬉しくないな。ちょっとバカにされてる気になっちゃうわよ。
藤井君の悪いとこだね。まあいいところでもあるけど、別に犬じゃないんだから、そんなに心配しなくても自分のことくらい何度でもなるよ。
じゃあ神父さんも自分のことくらい何とかするでしょ
それは上げ足取り、別問題。
I beg to differ. It felt like we'd been having a lot of these pointless arguments lately.
藤井君があの人を探す必要はないよ。っていうか探しちゃダメ。
なんでですか？
それは
Hesitation. That was the first. That was a first for Himuro. The details were beyond me, but she didn't exactly seem to be in favor of me looking for Father Trifa. With that said, though, I honestly didn't feel like looking for him either. It was just an excuse to make them go home. The decapitation murders may have come to a close, but there was another kind of danger still lurking around. Besides, I'd bumped into that guy earlier. I couldn't just leave two pretty ladies wandering around town with him on the
レアは
loose.
多分自分で神父様を探したいのよ。でもまあ藤井君の言うこともわかるし、ここは男の人の顔を立てた方が良さそうかな。
リザ。
That face. Is that actual emotion from Rhea?
い
Whoa.
やね、そんな怖い顔しないでよ。大丈夫、大丈夫だから。
I had a hard time following what they were talking about. So anyway.
ああ、教会に帰ってくれってことでしょ。わかりました。じゃあ申し訳ないけど神父様のことをお願いね。
はい。
ほらレア、藤井君にお礼を言わないと。
What on earth did I do to earn that glare? As I stood there completely
藤井君はバ
perplexed.
カで。
What? What?
君みたいな子はきっと早死にする。
What the hell? Once Himuro had finished reciting that malediction of a sentence, she turned to leave.
と
What the hell? That was quite the hateful
ご
exit.
めんなさいね。あの子ちょっとズケズケと物を言うから。
Yeah, I can see that. This is a side of Rhea I wasn't expecting to ever
気を
see.
悪くしたのなら謝るわ。
あ、いえ、そもそも俺が出過ぎたことを言ったからだし。
そう。
Sister Lisa produced a troubled smile. Truth be told, though, Himuro had been acting rather moody as of late. I honestly didn't take her for the kind to get that
多分
angry.
ね、藤井君のことを心配しているのよ。私と話す時もよくあなたのことを話題にするし、だからいい友達としてこれからも仲良くしてほしいと私は。
リザ、変なこと言ってないで早く帰ろう。藤井君なんか変態に襲われちゃえばいいんだ。
What the hell, Rhea? What is wrong with you? I hope you get assaulted by a pervert? What the hell?
可愛い顔してるからきっとバラチックな目に遭う。ざまあ見ろと私は思う。
I think you deserve it. Whoa. She is ruthless.
あのな、
Listen here now.
それは私もちょっと見てみたいかも。
What? Alright, not you two.
とにかく俺のことはいいですから。
はいはいわかりました。じゃあ藤井君、私たちは帰るけど。
After saying that, Sister Lisa took a step towards me and whispered into my
神父
ear.
様を探すなら気をつけてね。あの人夜になると周りに危ないのが寄ってくるから。
Huh?
Huh?
What the hell was that supposed to...
あなた自身もね。
Having uttered that peculiar warning, Sister Lisa turned around.
君もユサ君も死ななきゃ治らないバカ。
Only death could cure your stupidity. Same goes for Yusa. Yusa?
そんなんじゃいつか本当に
Is that like her nickname for Ayase? In contrast to Lisa, who had left without even glancing back, Himuro kept complaining about something or another while repeatedly shooting looks in my direction. I had no clue how I was supposed to deal with this. Exactly what could have made her so irritated? A variety of thoughts raced in my mind as I saw them off, but no definite answer came except for one thing.
あなたも嫌われてしまったようですね。
Right? Wait, what?
気にする必要はありませんよ。
Hold on, was this for real?
おや失礼。驚かせてしまいましたか。
Huh? I returned around to find the priest in question standing behind me, his sudden appearance leaving me at a complete loss. What the heck? What is up with today? No matter what anyone said, this was way too many chance encounters in a day. You have a talent of just randomly appearing, dude. I could feel my heart rate intensify. The priest who had a carefree and relaxing air about him before now seemed oddly, how should I put it?
テレジアも困った子ですね。もう少し淑女として隙のない成長をしてほしかったものですが。
Yeah.
まあ、とはいえ、あれはあれで魅力的でもありますね。あなたに好意を抱いているのが見え見えであるあたり、実になんというか微笑ましい。私としてはそれを喜ぶべきなのでしょう。もしかしたら嘆くべきなのかもしれませんが、娘の成長を喜ばぬ父などいないでしょうし。
Very own daughter? I thought you were the godfather. What the hell?
あなたにとってもテレジアは大事な存在であるのでしょう。俺は。
I found myself unconsciously taking a step back. Yeah. What is your purpose in approaching me right now? I didn't know why, but I felt almost as if there was a wall of ice towering before me, blocking my path. The ache in my neck, too, had returned with a vengeance, like I was being viciously strangled. Breathing itself soon became a toil.
テレジアを大事に思っていてくださるのでしたら、私はとても嬉しいですよ。これこそ運命めいている。あなたは実際お世辞抜きで素晴らしい若者だ。思いやりがあり、痛みに強く、それがゆえに心も強い。満点を差し上げてもいい。私は神に感謝しています。あなたと彼女が縁を持っていたことに。
Ignoring the fact that he seemed to be grossly over-exaggerating things, nothing the priest said was particularly odd. In fact, I should have been happy with it, receiving his blessing and all. Having said that, though, the chills and sweat across my entire body would simply not cease. Nor did the ache in my neck grew any less intense. Dude. Okay. Grow any less intense, but whatever. I mean, the dude just popped up out of nowhere after they just left looking for him. What is his purpose? This man was like a father to Himuro, as well as a friend and a co-worker to Sister Lisa, so I knew I shouldn't have been thinking this about him, but something within me, something that wasn't my logical mind, began to sound its warning trumpets. I was scared of this priest.
これはどうやらいささか時期尚早でしたかな。失礼しました、藤井さん。いきなり現れて先ほどのようなことを言われては、あなたが驚くのも無理はない。
As Father Trifa bowed his head, the oppressive feeling that had seized my entire being up to now vanished like it was never there to begin with. My breathing and heart rate evened out as well, while the ache in my neck began to swiftly fade. So he turned down his aura, or whatever, I guess. Was that just my imagination? Hell
顔色
no!
が優れませんね。大丈夫ですか？
いや、それは本当に大丈夫だから。
The priest produced a smile befitting a man of God. An inexplicable dread I had felt a moment before was now gone without a trace. I had to calm down, take deep breaths. I was simply panicking because everything had happened during the day. There was no way this guy could have been one of them.
ごめん、なんでもないよ。ちょっと驚いたのは確かだけど。なんか今日、いろんな人に偶然会うことが多くてさ、どう対処していいかとっさにわからなくなっただけだから。
そうですか。なるほど。偶然いろんな人に会いましたか。
Is he going to give his hand?
私にもたまにそういう日がありますよ。いえ、過去にあったと言うべきですか。予期せぬ遭遇というものはどうしてなかなか難儀なものです。何せ未知でありますから、いい悪いの判断もつきづらい。
Now the man is speaking in riddles.
未知。
ええ、未知は恐ろしい。希望であるかもしれないし、絶望かもしれない。加え、それが到来した時、やはり未知であるがゆえに正確な対処も難しい。であるなら、賢明なものはこう思うかもしれませんね。すべて基地で構わないと。まあ、雑談はこれくらいにいたしましょう。あなたはリザとテレジアに私を探すよう頼まれたのでしょう？
それは一応。
I would... That's not even me finding you. You found me.
でしたら恥をさらしてしまいましたね。私はどうにもあの二人に嫌われていますから、よくいじめられるのです。とはいえ、いい年をして女性から逃げる男というのもまた、これはこれでおつなものなのかもしれませんが。
I merely nodded in silent agreement, figured I'd let the wannabe lady killer dream. Though it may have been through sheer coincidence, I managed to fulfill my promise to Himuro and Sister Lisa. All I have left to do is ask them to return to...
言わずともわかりますよ。教会には戻りましょう。ただですね。よろしければその前に一つ忠告をしてもよいでしょうか。
A warning, huh?
忠告？
Thinking he was gonna go for another sermon or nothing or something. I gave the priest a puzzled look, which he returned with a broad
そう
smile.
構えずとも。年長者からの人生訓みたいなものですよ。大したことではありませんし、あなたの主義に反することなら、ざれ言と流してもらって構わない。いかがですか？
別にいいけど。
Though bewildered, I gave him a nod. Following a brief phrase of gratitude, Father Trifa went on, and the contents of his speech sounded awfully familiar to me somehow.
人は生きていれば、時に予期せぬものと遭遇します。例えば今日のあなたのように。ですが、世に偶然というものなどないのですよ。すべて初めからそうなるように、それ以外にはなれぬようにできているのです。世界とは。
So is he claiming to be a determinist? A determinist? A determinist? Wait, yeah, determinist. I wasn't entirely familiar with the teachings of Christianity, but something felt off about the things he said. Noticing my reaction, Father Chifa made a
面食ら
smile.
っているようですが、私は何もオカルトなことを言っているわけではありませんよ。ただ、この世に起きることはすべて何かしらの意味があるということです。あなたは今日 いろんな人に会ったと言った。その一つ一つを振り返り検証することでこう考えることはできませんかね。第一のものがなければ第二第三もなかったと。原因と結果、因果率の話です。そして時間を戻すことが不可能である以上、あの時ああしておけばよかったなどという考えは的外れでしかない。つまり人の人生とは、
Every action stemmed not from one's own choices, but had already been decided upon, in which
選
case...
択肢があるように見せかけた一本道。
そう、よくわかっていらっしゃる。
Shido said the same thing that day. Father Trifa's lips formed a pleased smile following
そ
my
して
answer.
そうである以上、言ったように偶然はあり得ず、また無意味な事象も存在しない。私はあなたと会ったことでこういう話ができましたし、リザやテレジアはそのきっかけを与えてくれた。それ以前にもここに至る何かが当然のようにあったでしょうが、その一つ一つどれも無意味ではありませんよ。必ず何かしらの意味がある。故にどんなものであれ、予期せぬ事態を楽観などしないように。ネジが外れてしまった時計は必然的に止まります。と、私の話はこんなところなのですが。
I silently reflected on Father Trifa's words. He was right. Everything happened for a reason. Coincidence was an illusion. There was no way the two of us crossed paths here through sheer chance. In which case... What the hell? An abrupt jingle of my phone's ringtone interrupted my thoughts.
どうぞお構いなく。私の話は終わりましたし、教会へ帰ります。
あ、そう。じゃあ、神父さん。
ええ、ではごきげんよう。近いうちにまた会いたいものですね。
Father Trifa gave me a faint smile before leaving, his black cassock melting into the night in a matter of seconds. Alright, who was it Sakurai? I wasn't exactly swimming with close friends. Aside from Shido, I figured it could potentially be Himuro and... Oh, it's Kasumi. Immediately spotting the headache-inducing phrase of Venus of Love as it flashed on my screen. I felt anxiety welling up in me, making me not want to pick up. The dread of potentially having made another mistake was difficult to stave off. I continued listening to retone and refrain from the messenger of terror.
もしもし。
Oh no. No.
かすみ。
Oi! Hadn't there been enough phone-related things as of late? Even I might get sick of the situations like this if they kept cropping up. She should have done something more elaborate if she wanted to surprise me. This was just lazy, plain and simple, and not the kind of thing you'd think of dragging to a punchline. I really wish she'd grow up and give these... What the hell? What was that? I could hear the sickening sound of something crumpling through the speakers. What the hell was that sound? Now accompanied by the audible sounds of strained wheezing. Kasumi!
おい。
This stopped being funny ages ago. It felt like, almost like she was... The harmony of pain, wheezing, and the sound of meat being masked. I found it difficult not to imagine what could have been going on the other end of the line. I began to calmly think and trying to figure out who could be calling from Kasumi's phone. What in the hell was that bastard doing? I gripped my phone so hard it cracked, while the scar on my neck began to ache as pure, undiluted anger washed over my body. That bastard. Did he kidnap Kasumi after we parted ways? The static-like wheezing came to an abrupt halt the moment I pronounced the name. At the same time, I heard a voice that gripped my heart like a gauntlet of steel. It sounded too feeble to be a death scream and too much like a curse to be an appeal. An eroding wail I would take with me to the grave. And then came a booming... You've made the biggest mistake of your life.
後ろが気になっては戦えないのではと思いましてね。ですから私があなたの不安要素を排除して差し上げます。おもちゃはもっともっともっともっともっとこの街中にあるのですから。
おい。
Even I was surprised by how calm my voice sounded. My rage after skyrocketing past a certain point must have dulled my emotions. All I had for him was a short, simple declaration. I didn't ask where he was, but that wouldn't be a problem. And... Alright, I haven't eaten all day. I need to go eat, so I'm going to end the video there, and we will begin the next part with me killing Spine. Okay, if you liked the video, make sure to slap that like button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.